The Incredible Hulk will not be presented this evening.
Damn!
All right, everybody, welcome back. It is Wednesday night, the November 29th edition. Folks, we're almost at the end of the month, which is crazy because that means we have one more month and we're out of this year.
Yeah.
Time is flying by. Before you know it, Krellbar will have to get a new wig. Thank you. Krellbar, how you doing, man?
So far, so good.
All right, Matt, what's happening?
Got the DL show pasted on my forehead.
Oh, you do? Well, you got to angle that camera up a little bit. Can you angle
DL
the camera?
stands for done loser. No.
There you go. There it is. All right. And Joe, welcome.
Hello,
Joe, the
everybody.
corner's looking better today.
Yeah, I put the mic on a different kind of stand.
Looks good. Welcome, everybody in the chat. Welcome. I keep seeing this commercial, guys, for this Medicare. And if that tells you what I'm watching on TV, you got it. I'm on a lifetime supply of Game Show Network. And they keep talking about this Type C plan in Medicare. And I keep thinking, how much money are they spending on commercials to let people know that they're going to give them all kinds of money and benefits? Hey, thanks for blowing my money and telling me that you're going to give it more of it away.
Where's
Where's the
give
new
more
pipe?
responsibility to
Oh,
government.
my pipes are downstairs. What new? Did I tell you I ordered a new pipe? It hasn't come in yet. I think Friday I'm getting one in the.
Wait, I thought you didn't like pipes.
I haven't enjoyed them, but I'm smoking way too many cigars. I'm smoking 3 a day, and so I'm trying to cut down to 2 a day with a little pipe tobacco because pipe tobacco's pennies. And I found a tobacco that I liked. Actually, I found two tobaccos. So if anyone likes pipe tobacco, I think Boswell's North Woods for a non-aromatic is a very good smoke. As far as pipe tobacco goes, because I really don't love pipe tobacco, but it's enjoyable. And so I highly recommend Boswell's North Woods. And then also, if you're into aromatics, I think the Boswell No Bite Delight is excellent. I got what is it? I forget the name of the company. Cornell and Deal, maybe. Apricots and cream, and that was okay. And most of the stuff I don't like. I'm a cigar smoker. The pipe smoking to me is just to pacify me so I'm not sitting there smoking 4 cigars a day.
I'm only down to 2 or 3 a week now since I got back to work. So
I haven't had one in a long time, but I've been craving one.
I will say this. When I do smoke a pipe, I do keep a Sharpie nearby, and I write on tiny index cards my answers as if I'm on Match Game.
Charles Nelson Riley.
Right? Oh, yeah. Oh, the gaiety of our youth. Anyways, so
Gay 70s.
unbelievable. If anyone's interested, a friend of mine is selling the Boss Katana. I think he has the box still. He said he pulled it out and played with it twice, and he doesn't like it. And he's
Really?
going back to using a Hot Rod Deluxe.
Which
Is it
katana?
50 or 100?
I think it's the 100 with the 50 cut down. Like you can, it's 50
That's-
or 100.
Is
It's
it the Mark
150 and
II
5.
or the Mark IIX?
Well, when
I
did
think
he
it's the
buy it?
Mark II.
Yeah, when did he buy it?
I want to say 6 months ago when he told me he
Yeah, it's
bought it.
Mark II. It's Mark II.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you eat PO? When I see that, is that pork? Because
Yeah.
it is. Because YouTube now has to put a fucking heart right where that is, so you can't read people's comments. It's the real genius. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Howie Simon is back.
Where's Howie?
How's it going, Howie?
Kind of.
All right.
there we
So
go.
now we're
Hey,
moving
Howie.
around. So, anyways, now I see it. Yes, I eat pork. I eat bacon every day. And speaking of bacon, Howie, welcome. No,
I had 8 pounds of thick cut bacon delivered this morning.
I thought you were going to say you had 8 pounds for breakfast this morning.
I saw my brother today FaceTime me, and he's been on the diet since August 18th. Man, he looks like a different person. So thin. So thin. It's unbelievable. He loves it. But yeah, I mean, looks totally different. It's funny because I just saw him in August. But yeah, he sends me pictures of his food all the time. Yesterday, he made like this chicken Alfredo with like the chicken was breaded and fried in pork rinds, and then it's in nothing but cream sauce. It's everything we've been taught that is terrible for you, which is great. Yeah, I don't know. I don't eat pork chops. I'm just maybe I need applesauce with the pork chops. Pork chops and applesauce. At least that's what Christopher Knight always told me when I was a kid. Howie, how was the gigs? We haven't seen Howie since he did the pre-show before his gigs. How were those gigs?
The gigs are great. I came home and I've been sick as a dog. I still am sick as a dog. It's not going away, but I just
You know what?
what?
Folks, we want to recommend if you're home watching.
Block us.
We want to recommend if you're home watching this show and you have less than a 50 IQ, please put on your masks.
Yeah, the thing where everyone wanted to put on a mask.
I didn't test for that, so I honestly don't know. But
Who cares? At this point, it's like, what's the point?
I just got some antibiotics and I started them 2 days ago. Plus, I had a local gig, well, 2 local gigs, Friday and Saturday, that I had to power through as crappy as I feel. So that probably didn't make me feel any better. But man's got to eat, so I had to work.
Nice.
Did you take anything to get through it, like Theraflu or some kind of
Cocaine. He's a rock and roller. Cocaine.
Yeah, just doing, the over-the-counter cold and flu stuff, Advil, Tylenol, something to break up all this. The mucus is unbelievable.
Yum.
But that's not why people are here. So let's.
They're not here to talk about Howie's mucus. What?
Let's move on.
Hey, Rich, what's going on? He says he's driving home, and so the show was good. Like the gear sounded good. Everything went off without a hitch.
Wow, that was 2 weeks ago. I can't remember that far back. I think so.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I think you would have
I
remembered.
didn't get fired, so I guess everything's fine.
He winged it.
I got a question for Howie. Do you own like a cat or a dog? Is there a fucking rat in the background there? What is that?
What the hell is that? Oh my god!
Is it a rug?
No, something moving.
That's probably his girlfriend's dog. Wasn't it over there last time?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
It is
Where's-
a rat.
Where's the tree? The tree's not up?
No, there's no tree up. It's not even December yet. Are you?
Yeah,
what did you-
has there?
up?
Do you put trees up in the Simon home? Just curious.
Don't you remember the last time he was
I
on?
don't. But my
The rabbi called. He was curious to
The
know.
last time he was on from his house, the first time I met him on here, this beautiful creature walked out in the back and he starts yelling, "When are you taking that tree down?" And I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, that's right. Well, the
I'll leave
girlfriend
that-
probably.
Yeah,
I
that
leave
whole
the
thing's
fucking
gonna
tree up
start up
forever.
again real soon. Don't worry.
But that was back in March. So, okay.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, John Bingham.
Well, hello. How is everyone? Oh, I'm
Good.
muted. I was
Oh,
muted.
good. No.
I can
we
hear you.
heard We
Jables,
heard
what did you
fine.
have? Just completely out of the blue. What did you end up doing for lunch today?
Oh,
Me?
shit. I had
No, John, because I know I was talking to my brother and he was like, "Wait, Bingham's texting me for food."
Oh, God.
no, I didn't. You must have been talking to him in the morning.
Early. Well, your morning.
Right. Yeah, no, we were talking about maybe doing something for lunch, but the reality was I just wasn't hungry around lunchtime at all. I finally ate something around like 3:30. I just had a couple of these grass-fed beef patties from Costco. Just threw a couple of those on with some of the aged coastal cheddar.
Ooh, you know I love that. Aged Coastal's the best.
It's really good. By the way, I am going to make a small change in December. I'm going to do a Dave Levine signature series, dairy-free month. I'm going to go dairy-free December.
Excellent.
I'm finding that in spite of doing everything that I should be doing, the weight loss is fucking slow. Really, really slow. So I'm going to try and just shake it up a little bit, see what happens.
That's what I did when it slowed down. And I started the non-dairy and I basically dropped another 10 pounds.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping for something like that. Plus, my digestive system will appreciate it because if I eat too much dairy, I tend to shit myself.
Oh yeah,
that's for the audience, the females in the crowd.
Well, before there's no females watching this,
Let's
so that
not
means
kid ourselves. That's right.
that means that we've started with Howie's mucus. We moved on to Bingham's diarrhea.
There you go.
For anybody else that would like to talk about bodily
I have this
functions.
oozing pus sore on my leg.
Exactly.
Right. Look at the chair that Howie is sitting in. What kind of diseases is that thing ridden in?
That's called the chair that was bought in 1987 that he refuses to throw out.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God!
You know what? My buddy has car seats like that.
Just happened.
His car's newer than mine.
This chair is 4 years old. This chair is 4 years old, and it's the most expensive chair I ever bought.
Do you sweat battery acid?
Yeah, Howie's ass. Now we're going on to Howie's ass. It's very acidic.
Taco Tuesday one.
It's a great ad for this company. iComfort. This chair was like $500. And
Unbelievable.
Look what it's done.
Yeah. You should have bought a Herman Miller. They're $800, but I think
Herman Munster.
It's on its
way.
way.
Those Herman Miller chairs last forever.
Just get some duct tape.
Now, Dave, is there a good place online to order pipes and pipe tobacco?
Pipe tobacco, like I said, I order Boswell. I like the North Woods, and I like No Bite Delight. That's their own blends, and they send them out to you in baggies. It's cheap and good.
Boswell?
Boswell's pipes, yeah.
I thought you were a Bosley customer.
Yeah, I'm not just a customer. I'm also the president.
Estate pipes.
The boss. Yeah, state pipes means used. Bosley's hair systems.
That's the correct. Yeah, that's it.
Have you guys seen this commercial where it's like it's Purdue Global? It's always on YouTube. Anytime you watch it, it's like, I'm making my comeback. And then they have one girl and she's like, I'm Sue. I'm making my comeback. And the wig she's wearing, it's like she just plopped it on her head. And someone said, fuck it, we'll just film. Don't even get a mirror. Like, it doesn't look like it's on. It's the most bizarre commercial. I'm making my comeback. For what? Miss Fat America? You're awful.
The cheapest pipe is $60, and they have the most expensive is $2,500. Who the fuck would get a $2,500 pipe?
Oh, like the pipe community is hilarious. First of all, there's only one person on my show right now that looks like they should smoke a pipe. And let me tell you, can anyone guess who that would be? Actually, Joe, you could too.
It's Bingham.
Really?
I would say Bingham.
No kidding. You
Bingham said I look like it.
Why me?
No.
Because of the Carhartt shirt?
No,
It's because of the
with
Yukon Cornelius beard.
Because you look like Mr. French from.
I wouldn't say
Family
Yukon
Affair.
Cornelius, but
Sebastian
he's got a fetching wizard kind of beard, and wizards always got a pipe.
No, I see him with a beard and a plaid-colored kilt.
Oh God!
Yes, and one of those Scottish flat caps, right?
That kind of sell it? It's just a string liner, but
Absolutely. Look at that. He's a natural. Somebody get that guy a Peterson.
Get him a hat and it's Bluto.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He needs a pipe.
I could
Popeye had a
find
pipe
the
and
flat
Bluto.
cap somewhere. It's around somewhere.
Yeah.
$2,500 on a pipe or a tube amp?
Oh,
Which
yeah.
would you-
Well,
You can sell the tube amp a lot quicker.
there are people that are really into the pipe stuff. I mean, to me, spending $100 on a pipe is a little crazy, but spending $2,500 is just downright insane. Fezla says pipe in yellow rain gear and a hat on a tugboat. Is the Gorton's fisherman? All of a sudden, we're making John the Gorton's fisherman.
Just
What the hell's going on here? John, what's going on with Black Cat? I see you making all kinds of posts today.
I did.
Was that you or somebody else in the company?
I think there was one post today, wasn't there?
Yeah, that's all. That's
There's all
enough to
kinds
bother
of
me in a
posts.
feed.
Nah, it's just something. That company Zounds.
Yeah.
They do, all of your customers that can't afford to buy stuff cash, they buy in the 12 payment plan from Zounds.
Yes, from Zounds. Yeah.
No credit check, right? They they're doing some stream tomorrow.
Now listen.
They carry it, and that's all it is.
Don't say nothing bad about Zounds customers. I got one more payment left on my base 6.
Hey, I'm not saying anything bad. This is a matter of fact, not opinion. And it's all
No,
good.
he was saying it as a positive thing. If you belong to Zounds, you can buy the Black Cat amp through Zounds, right? Is that what you're saying?
You can buy it.
It'll come
correct.
fucked up.
What's that? Yeah,
It'll come fucked up. Everything. The last 3 things I've ordered from them. Remember, Dave? I had to open up the
Yep.
that mini guitar and play with the wires. The base 6 still has problems. It's just.
I guess they made a base 6 in the Vintera series.
Oh, okay.
That looks good. The red one looked good. I like a base 6.
Howie, where you at on the base 6?
I don't think he heard you.
Howie.
I think
can
he
you hear
heard
me?
you. Is he? Howie, you with us?
I don't know what you guys are.
He doesn't know what it is.
The Fender base 6.
It's a
I don't know what you're
baritone
talking
guitar.
I don't even know what it is.
Oh,
A
It's a
base 6 is a
six-string bass.
baritone. 6-string bass from
It's-
Fender that plays like a guitar.
It's the same tuning, but an octave down.
well.
You know,
now we know
Aerosmith
where you're
used
at
it on
Right.
Back in the Saddle.
right?
Joe Perry played one, and
It sounds
Beatles
like
used it on Helter Skelter.
Sounds like something that belongs in Ghost Riders in the Sky.
The Cure used it a lot. Howie
Oh,
should
cool.
know that because he's a big Cure fan. And
It's not for me.
and by the way, Howie, I have to tell you, an album
if I need
came
lower
on.
octaves, I'll just put on an octave.
Right. Howie, I'm listening the other day to a couple of songs from an album called Slide It In. And it reminds me of a Cheech and Chong bit. When they go, are you out of your fucking mind? That is easily their best album. I don't know why you're so hung up on Ready and Willing. Ready and Willing's good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I hear
Yeah.
you. I can hear you. I don't think Carly hears you.
Slide It In's good, but it's not. Yeah, I can hear
No.
you.
It's a perfect record.
Guys,
He's gauging his
I'm
responses,
sick. I'm on
that's
cold
what he's
medicine, so my reaction time.
it's
it's
a great
good
record.
I'm not going to go say it's great.
Let me tell you, they had this interview. Like,
It's a very good.
you ever see that? You ever see the guy that does like this is rock news, and he basically just says the headline. You go to the video, and it's like there's not even telling you anything more than the headline said. And
Good news guy.
it's so ridiculous. And he sits there and he's like tries to make it like he's Kurt Loder. But anyways, I guess Vivian Campbell had met Gary Moore, and it was like the big headline was, "I met my hero Gary Moore, and he was rude to me." But then you go into the story when you go into the video, and it's like, yeah, of course he was rude to you. He thinks you're feeding his best friend drugs. Like, it was Vivian Campbell living at Phil Lynette's house when Phil was at his absolute heroined out. And I guess Gary Moore came over and was like, where the hell's Phil? And he's like, oh, he's in bed. What kind of strings? And he's asking Gary, what kind of strings does he use? And Gary's just like, who the fuck cares? Tell him I came by. Like, I guess Gary was rude. Well, of course he's going to be rude. His friend's fucked up on heroin. He's got hangers on living in his fucking kitchen.
That's amazing. That's a hell of a story.
You know what I mean? But they made it in the headline and made it like Gary Moore was an asshole. When you watch the clip, you're like, Vivian, you know why the fuck he was rude to you. You look like the... It even says it. He goes, looking back, I know he must have thought I was feeding him the drugs. But Vivian's like, I've never done heroin. I don't know anything about it. And just for you people in the chat, the real reason why Gary Moore is he hates the Irish.
I've heard stories of Gary Moore.
Except the butter. He likes the butter.
Gary is Irish, though, isn't he?
Yes,
I've heard stories that Gary Moore was not the nice he was.
Oh, he wasn't the nicest guy?
No,
Well, I heard that he knew he was a good guitar player, if you know what I mean. It's like he was a great
That's
guitar
what I've
player
heard,
and he
yeah.
knew it.
well, I just read 2 biographies on him, and most of the people that worked with him are like, yeah, he was a great guy. He was funny. He was,
Sells more books that way, maybe.
well, you don't know that before you read the fucking thing, do you?
I don't know. Good question.
No, but I don't. I'm sure he was an asshole to some people, but everybody can be an asshole to some people. So
Yeah, Gary, Howie, are you saying you heard Gary wasn't a nice guy? Because he's dead, and so now we can talk bad about him. I'm kidding. I know. I'm joking.
How you doing?
Was he known to be a good guy or a bad guy? I mean, I know that Gary Moore and I share the same birthday.
wow. Cool.
So I know he's an asshole. I'll come right out with it.
That's hilarious. That's really funny.
And so is Coach. What was Coach's name?
Craig T. Nelson.
Craig T.
T.
Nelson.
Nelson, also another April Fool. Oh, and Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You got quite a celebrity list on your birthday.
And Muddy Waters.
All right, this is a great topic, a brief topic. Howie, what famous guitar players do you have on your birthday? You share a birthday. It's got to be one.
I think the only one I have is Phil Collin from Def Leppard.
Oh, that one's cool though. All right.
Is there like
Crowbar.
a delay with me?
I don't know
little
of
bit.
any. I don't know of any guitar players. I know of a few celebrities. Cher,
What you got? Cher. Okay, she's a
Cher,
good guitar
Bronson
player.
Pinchot, Timothy Oliphant was born the same exact day I was.
Valky Bartokomous was a
68.
good guitar
Yeah.
player.
Yeah, and I'd have to look that up for guitar plays.
And what about, are there any straight people to share your birthday?
Yeah, it's true. There were some questionable choices there.
How about you, Joe? Since Matt's on the phone, we'll leave him out of it.
I'm looking. I have goodness. The only person I see that's worth mentioning is Alexander Courage, who did the original Star Trek theme.
Oh, I totally
that's
forgot
cool.
this one. Jane Weedland from the Go-Go's. That's right.
Oh, okay. I know that on mine I have Eric Clapton. I don't know any other singers
That's
or
better,
guitar
Howie.
players, but I got Eric Clapton. Oh, you know who else? Now that I think about it, also MC Hammer. So I've got Eric Clapton and MC Hammer.
Hammer time.
I don't know if something's going on. For some reason, my regular computer is really lagging for this.
Yeah, now you sound like you're in time.
Yeah, so I said I had Phil Collins from Def Leppard.
Yeah, caught that. That's a good one, I think.
I always liked his guitar there, that Jackson.
I had a chance to get a USA made one for like 1,100, brand new, at my friend's music store back in the early 2000s. It just seemed like too much money at the time for some reason, but now it's what? I mean, that old one that'll probably sell for like $3,000 at least, $3,500.
Yeah.
Oh, Howie, do you know Scotty Hill?
I do.
I had coffee with Scotty the other day. Turns out he lives right down the street from me.
That's great.
I thought that was really funny.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a super nice guy. I don't know how long you've known him, but he was
for years now.
Yeah. He kind of told me some of the backstories about maybe being a little messed up back in the day, but I don't know if you were around for any of that shit.
No, what happened one time was, and I feel bad, but it kind of had to be done. I played at a charity event with him for multiple sclerosis, and we had 2 songs to do. One of them, so they were tributes to people who had just passed away, or I guess maybe not had just passed away, but we were going to do, what do you call it? Man, this cold medicine sucks. Symphony of Destruction.
Oh, okay.
The Megadeth tune, because for Nick Menza. And while we were playing, there's actually a YouTube video of it. While we were playing, they had set up footage of Nick Menza playing a bunch of stuff behind us at this big theater in downtown LA. And then the second song we did was Last in Line. And I think it was, Jimmy Bain had died. That's what it was. So I sang the Megadeth tune, and we had another singer do the Dio thing. And Scotty said, well, you do the Megadeth solo and I'll do the Dio solo. And I said, fine. So we had a rehearsal like earlier that day, and we run through the songs, and we get to the Dio song, and the solo comes up. And as you guys probably all know, the solo in Last in Line is a song within a song. I mean, everybody knows it. You can hum it. You have to sing it. You have to play it perfectly, or it just isn't right. So the solo comes up, and Scotty just starts literally improvising, not even come close. And I was like, oh, man, I'm going to have to do this. But I stopped it at the rehearsal. I go, dude, all due respect, did you not learn this? He goes, well, no, I thought I would just do my own thing. And I'm like, yeah, not unless you just can't. You can't do it. It's
right.
That's so important to this song. And
I can't have it.
I said, how about this? I already know it. Let me just do the solo. And at the end of the song, we'll vamp out and we'll go longer at the end. And you can just do your whole thing over the end of the song until you don't want to play anymore. And he said, yeah, that's cool. He's such a nice guy, as you know. He agreed. I felt bad, but it was just like, you got to learn that solo.
I think it's an integral part of that song. It's
Howie, T-Boy's Rock and Roll says his wife remembers you from Icewater Mansion.
Really?
Good old Buffalo days, his wife says.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
I left that band in 1990. That's how long ago that is.
You stick in the memory of the lady,
years.
Howie.
Yeah, well,
unforgettable, some would say.
That's what you.
That's how I roll, John.
Damn right. Was I at that? I was at one of your events where you did the.
You were when you were working with that acoustic guitar company. What was
but I don't think it was the same one, because I don't think you played those songs.
No, it was the year before.
When he did Egypt, the Chains Are On.
You were at. We were tributing Pat Corpy from Mr. Big.
That's right. What songs did you play that year? I can't.
Oh my God, there was a cluster on that too. We had
Sweet Home Alabama, I think. I think that's what you played. And you played some other stuff too, but
We had Hal Sparks from Ease Talk Soup, the comedian.
Right.
Yep.
Nerd Halen.
Right. So he was going to sing the 3 Mr. Big songs, and a couple days leading up to it, whoever picked the songs picked one, like Addicted to That Rush was on there, and I'm like, I can't learn that. It's too hard, and we don't have enough rehearsal. And so we had like simplified it and pulled that song and added something else. Somebody forgot to put Hal in the email thread. So we're literally in the show. He comes up, he sings the first song, no problem. We start the next song, which was Alive and Kicking, but he never got the email that we were going to do it. And he's looking around and he literally like just walked off stage.
Oh, that sucks.
While we're hitting the first verse of the song. And
What's Alive and Kicking?
What?
The Mr. Big song.
Oh, Mr. Big. I was going to say, there's no way we're talking about Simple Minds.
No. Mr. Big.
And then I'm like, and there's no way anyone's asking for Kick-Axe.
Oh my God.
Kick-Axe.
They have a new single out, believe it or not, Dave.
They do. I believe it. I look, I love the Heavy Metal Shuffle album, Vices, whatever that was called.
Vices is great.
It is. It's a great rock and roll record.
That's so funny. So who did you sing that one? Did you sing Alive and Kickin' then?
I know the melody, but I didn't know the lyrics and I didn't have them. So I think I kind of was like,
Right.
in the rearview mirror.
Right.
Sounds like the way Bingham would sing it.
That's how I would do it.
I literally did that through the whole song, and I felt so bad. But it wasn't my responsibility. I wasn't the MD. Damn this stupid phone. I wasn't in charge of sending the email, so it wasn't my fault.
I want to find the video clip of that. It sounds like it's your version of My Honk. Did you see the My Honk video that I can't stop talking about?
No.
Oh, it's the best. It's Kickstart My Heart from Motley Crue.
Oh,
they dub all of the words that it sounds like Vince Neil is singing live.
Yeah, like as a closed caption lyric.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
It's like My Honk. Yeah, it's amazing. I feel bad for him. The dude didn't stay in shape, and now he's trying to perform. He's completely out of breath, can't sing a note.
Yeah, well, before he couldn't sing either. He just was not completely fat and out of shape. Can we discuss for a minute the ridiculousness of Egypt the Chains Are On? It came on the other day. It came on because I'm in the gym the other day and I'm like, oh, wait, I know this tune. I haven't heard this in a long time. And I'm thinking it's a Rainbow song, right? It starts off with like the ooh, like the and I'm like, that sounds like it's a rain. And I thought it was a Rainbow tune. All of a sudden he starts singing. I'm like, no, this is Dio solo. And the lyrics are just ridiculous. And I don't understand Egypt, the chains are on. But the chains are on. And then at the end, he just goes into a rhyme scheme where it's like,
it's the best.
hey, Ronnie, if you could just rhyme some stuff at the end here, that'd be great. Doesn't matter what it's about. Just rhyme. Okay.
Let's run through it then and see if we can figure it out. In the land of the lost horizon, where the
land of the
lies
lost,
cold and dark and cold, sorry. And when the stars won't shine, then the story's told.
Oh, that's when it's told.
Right.
Yeah.
But then there's a little juxtaposition here. When the world was milk and honey, and the magic was strong and true, then the strange ones came, and the people knew that the chains were on.
They did.
You got me.
Repeats. Let's not just end it there. He repeats. The chains were on.
Let me remind you,
in case you didn't get the first time.
It's the last song on the album.
I understand. I just love ripping on it because when I heard it, I was laughing. He likes it.
I love it.
It's a decent song. It's just not very original because it sounds like.
Well, it's a slower version of Gates of Babylon from the longest rock and roll album.
Yeah. All right. It's definitely in that vein.
My love language is picking on, right? Same thing I do to my wife. I love Dio, so I pick on Dio. Not because I think it's dumb. I think it's a little dumb, but I love it.
I saw a great video yesterday from Jack Black when they had Dio doing a song. I guess when they were doing
saw that.
Yeah, and he said, and Dio was like, I brought my microphone with me. And they're like, oh, well, no, we got this $10,000 microphone. And they ran through every microphone, and Dio was just blowing them apart. So he goes, I brought my mic, and it sounded perfect. So apparently he had to use his own microphone, or else he was just too powerful.
Pretty funny.
Dio was great. Cheech, turkey dinner was great. I made it. I had bacon. I had mozzarella sticks. I made cheesecake. Dino Smith is saying, can we talk about the current state of the market? Should we be buying? I'm like a stuttering prick here. Should we be buying or holding off for better deals?
There will always be deals.
Are you talking about
always be deals?
If you're talking about buying, if you're talking about buying gear right now, yeah, buy now, because the all of the manufacturers are allowing MAP to be dropped on everything for all of like the Black Friday stuff. And traditionally, they've only gone like 15% below. But, dude, I'm seeing all kinds of stuff way below that.
Wow.
They're trying to blow through old inventory right now because, well, the reality is last year and this year, all of the big manufacturers got real greedy with what happened over COVID, over-ordered all of their products, oversold all their products, couldn't deliver any of them. And then finally, when they were deliverable, they dumped all of it into the marketplace and crashed the whole market. So now all that stuff is being sold through, and they're just trying to get it out so that they can kind of like re-regulate. So I would say good time to buy if you are a buyer.
If that Epiphone Carina Explorer reissue from that's going for like $1,300, which I'll never pay for an Epiphone. If that comes down to $899, I'll buy one.
Well, I have to make a confession. I did purchase a guitar today. It'll be here Sunday.
Nice.
What did you get?
It's
an Epiphone.
No. It's actually a different kind of guitar. It's the Donner Hush. Have you heard of it?
No.
It's an electric acoustic, but you know how my Steinberger is small? It's smaller than that.
But I've seen that.
Yeah.
It's a travel guitar.
Yeah, Steve did a review on it. It sounds beautiful. And I figured plugged into the Spark, what do you got? Opus?
Oh, I've seen that. Did you get that from Justin?
I did.
Yeah. Oh, is that an amp and a pedal?
I have not. It's amp modeler, cabinet modeler, IRs, the whole deal. I have not. I've been so crappy. I feel so crappy. I have not sat with it yet, but I just got it.
It's
nice.
I wonder how it's different from the Revolt, because they just released that. And I honestly don't know those products at all.
This one's called the Opus.
Yes, it is.
Now, John,
la, 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 la.
You know that amp you were always talking about? It's not actually an amp. They actually just turned it into an amp. The Ampero, what was that hot one?
Yeah.
They just turned that into a mini amp.
Oh, cool.
And I got reviews saved, and everyone's like, "This is the greatest amp." I'm like, yeah, of course.
Everything is
always.
That's right.
Yeah.
You want the best? Just buy whatever's being released right now. That's the best.
Yeah, folks, just remember, before every Kiss concert, they said, you wanted the best, you got it.
Not the best.
The hottest band in the world. And I would go to those concerts with my attorney saying, are they liable to say this? Because are they you think you're better than me? That's
Is Disneyland really the happiest place on earth?
Mandelbaum.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
Fucking Mandelbaum.
I should have named the amp that I made the Mandelbaum amp. That would have been better.
Oh,
that would have been better.
Oh shit! That was never too late, John. It's never too late.
I order a new faceplate. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get coffee. I'll be right back.
It's go time.
All righty.
It's
Mandelbaum. It's go time.
Talk about something important.
Well,
enough in California.
I got two. Let me pose a question. Which of these sounds more delicious? The 25 top-selling rock albums of all time, or the 12 worst albums by great rock and heavy metal bands?
Let's do them both.
The latter.
Well, I know we're going to do them both, but
Start off with the latter.
Start off with the top. I'm just going to say the band. You guys guess the album.
Just one more time the topic, please.
The 25 top-selling rock albums of all time. So there are various ways to rate the best-selling rock albums of all time. In this case, we went directly to the source, the Record Industry Association of America, specifically track certified units sold as of February of this year.
I already know what's going to be number one.
In terms of what constitutes a rock album, we went with the consensus and inclusion of subgenres of the rock category, such as hard rock, heavy metal, pop, soft rock, and folk rock. With all that in mind, here are the top 25 best. So I'll say the band. All right. First one up, Simon and Garfunkel.
Bridge over troubled water.
Bridge over troubled water.
What did you say, Dave?
Bridge over troubled water.
Yeah.
No. Greatest hits with 14 million.
Oh, they're going to include greatest hits?
Oh, right. Because it's
The Eagles won this. Eagles won this.
Only if you count USA, not if you count.
Yeah.
Is it USA only or is it everywhere?
They didn't say.
Because
okay.
Back in Black was sold more than Eagles' greatest hits worldwide.
All right, but this was 14 million certified units. All right.
Okay.
Next up, the band is called Avocado Oil. Oh, that's an ad. All right. The next artist is Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Yep. 14 million as well.
Not free for all.
The next artist is Carole King. Tapestry. Okay.
I'm not liking this list. Go on.
It's fairly obvious.
The next group on the list is the Beatles.
Who?
It's going to be is it one of either the blue or the red album?
It's
the greatest hits.
It's the red
album.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, Steve Miller Band.
Fly Like an Eagle.
Greatest hits.
Greatest hits. Dave
This
got
is
it.
bullshit.
Just say great. These are all greatest hits.
Next band up is Pink Floyd.
Greatest hits.
They don't have a
Dark
greatest
Side of the
hits.
Moon.
Eclipse, the best of Pink Floyd.
Dave got it. Dark Side of the Moon. 15
Hold
million units.
on. Dark Side of the Moon is the answer, but don't say Pink Floyd doesn't have a greatest
Eclipse.
hits. That album of not Eclipse. It's
I never
called
heard it. What is it?
songs. What is the name of that album?
I've got it. I thought it was Eclipse, the best of Pink Floyd. No, Echoes. Echoes, the best of Pink Floyd.
The one that I'm thinking of is called like the something dance songs. It's a Pink Floyd greatest hits, right?
I don't know.
Well, not greatest hits, but just selected tracks. Go on.
All right. Next group on the list is Journey.
Greatest hits.
Greatest hits.
No, oh really? Because you know why? Because Escape sold more.
All right. The next group on the list is Metallica.
Black album.
Yep. 16 million units.
What are we talking?
Biggest selling albums of all time.
We got Led Zeppelin.
Name the band.
4.
Physical Graffiti.
Oh, it'll be earlier. It'll be
Physical Graffiti. 16 million units.
More than 4?
No, it's not more than 4.
We're going
4 will
down,
be later.
yeah.
Let me just say this about why that's 16 million units. It's really only 8 million units. You guys understand this? When you do a double album, you get double credit.
Really?
Oh, okay. Sell one, get two.
Okay.
Yeah. So
All right.
if you sell 1 million double albums, they count it as 2 million.
Okay. Well, that's kind of fair. It's double the cost, right? Most of the time. Okay. Next person on the list is Alanis Morissette.
Jagged
Little Pill.
Take a little pill. We're back to the Beatles.
I see we're looking
Blue
right
album.
up how he's known.
You got
Blue
the
album.
Like Howie.
Blue album. All right. Elton John.
Greatest hits.
Greatest hits.
Greatest Volume 1.
Volume 1.
Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
Born
the
to Run.
USA.
Not Born in the USA. Man.
Dave got Who said
Run?
Born in the USA?
Born
I
with
did.
The Runs.
Carol Krelba.
I said
in
Born in the USA.
17 million. All right. The next group
Thank you,
up
Ruffalo.
is Boston.
First album.
First album.
17 million. Guns N' Roses.
Appetite.
Appetite.
Yeah.
18 million. Fleetwood Mac.
Rumors.
Rumors.
20
No,
million.
it's true. I tell you.
It's rumors.
Next group on the list is Hootie and the Blowfish.
whatever the name of that album was.
Rearview mirror, rear
Yeah,
crack.
yeah, they
Yeah,
got
crack
it.
their
20
view.
They had
21 million
that
units.
one song, "Hold My Hand."
No, Only Want to Be With
Oh.
You was a hit off that.
Pink
I got
Floyd
tangled
is
up
back.
in blue. I only want to be with Jews. Thank you.
Oh God! Pink Floyd is back with 23 million units.
The
The
Wall.
Wish you
Wall.
were
It's
here.
the Wall.
Wall.
Billy
Again,
Joel
'cause it's a
with
double.
23 million units.
The Stranger. Nope. Greatest Hits Volumes 1 and 2.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh,
I like
fuck.
the quick course
I
correction
clicked
there,
an
yeah.
ad. Hold on. All right, the Beatles?
Okay, so
Abbey Road.
it's
No,
Sgt. Pepper.
no.
Revolver.
White Album.
White Album.
Wow.
Okay, Led
should have known it's a
Zeppelin is
double
back.
album.
I think Charles Manson bought like
Volume
100,000.
Zeppelin 4.
Yep, 24 million units. AC/DC is here.
Back in Black.
Back in Black, 25 million units.
So that's number 2.
Okay. And now we have no, there's a few more. We have the Eagles.
Eagles.
Greatest
Hotel
hits.
Volume 1.
The Egglies.
No,
Sure.
Oh, greatest hits.
no.
Volume 1.
Hotel
No.
California.
Hotel California, 26 million
Oh,
units.
okay.
That's what I
Oh,
just
wow.
said, and you said
Yeah, that's
no.
what
I
you
didn't
said,
hear
you said
you. There's a
no.
million people talking. All right.
It's Howie's cold.
Michael Jackson is here.
Thriller. It's going to
Thriller,
say Thriller.
34 million units. And finally, who's number one with 38 million units?
Volume
Eagles.
1, Greatest Hits, Eagles.
It just says their greatest hits, Eagles, 38 million.
That's-
Yeah.
Wow.
See, I said at the beginning, Eagles were going to win this.
Where's
But this is just in America. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say the worldwide number I knew was off for the AC/DC record, so it's got to be off for everything.
Actually, Joe, when I said the ladder, the list I wanted you to do was like the top worst albums by great
Yeah, he
bands or
knows. He
something like
is so
that.
Okay.
bad, man.
I have
okay.
I have a list for you.
Did you guys notice
Go
that
ahead.
the Rolling Stones were not on that list at all?
Yeah.
Because only Dave buys them.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No. You don't. But here's what people don't get. Look, the Beatles are the biggest selling band of all time. Zeppelin is second. Pink Floyd is third. Then the Stones. But
Okay.
yeah, the Stones never had like that big seller of one record. Maybe Exile on Main Street because it's a double album. They'll give it a higher number, but they never had that blow away. Although I think Some Girls is a great record.
So I have a list for you. It was
Go ahead.
published by Vandalay Publishing.
Vandalay Industries?
Yeah,
Vandalay Industries?
written by John Bingham. It's top worst records of all time. First, we've got The Offspring, self-titled.
Terrible.
Second,
Yeah,
we've
they had a
got-
lot of hits off of it.
Second, we've got Ignition by The Offspring.
Another one.
Third, we've got Smash by The Offspring. And I'm running cold on that bit. That's all I got for you. Yeah.
That's all
I
you
guess
need.
you don't like
all
the
the
Offspring. But you know, I love how the one list ends and leads into another. The list we just finished, the next list is 12 of the greatest movies you will ever watch. And I'm kind of curious.
By the way,
Oh yeah.
you know what won't be on that list? Napoleon.
Oof.
Oh god.
How bad was
I
it?
haven't heard.
Dynamite.
A few of the reviews came up on my feed, and I watched one or two of them. They both hated it.
Here's what I'll say about it. It was. This is what I said to my wife as we're leaving the theater. I said that movie was beautiful, and yet here I am walking away from it, and I took nothing with me, none of it.
Well, that's
It's
why
like
the
The
theater
cinematography
empty.
was stunning, and Joaquin Phoenix was great, and the story was just there was no story. It was flat. It was like they took the collection of Napoleonic Wars and they skin deep covered them, and that was it. It was just
Yeah.
it was a real badly done.
And supposedly there's a 4-hour version going to be coming out that he's going to release after the movie's out of the theaters.
Is this
the
the movie you
2.5
saw
hour
when-
version was shit. It
is
wasn't
this
a good
the-
movie.
Is this
Who's
the
the
movie you
director?
saw when you posted the video of the empty movie theater?
Yes.
Okay, so that's why it was empty, dude. It's just everyone found out it sucked.
I read mixed reviews. There was a couple of people that were like, "Oh, this is great," and then a couple of other writers are like, "It's not very good." So I figured it's somewhere in the middle, and yeah, I think that's right. I think it is in the
All
middle.
right, what do you got, Joe?
I just want to say I keep seeing articles that the new Godzilla movie, Godzilla -1, is sitting at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's making my mouth water.
Oh, I want to see that. That'll be
Get that to me, please, Toho.
Gojira.
now
Okay.
that nobody's going to the movies, I want to go to the movies.
I cannot
The only place I can go to
understand
be
you.
alone.
Let me tell you, when the guy who owns Shitty Walk is arguing with the Japanese guy, whatever the Japanese
It's
character,
great.
Yeah, I
that
know what you
trade
mean.
pocket, I cannot understand you. Oh, and he's ripping on the. Oh God,
A
folks,
shitty
that
airline.
is cool. A shitty
Oh,
airline.
a shitty airline.
But the Japanese voice, like the Chinese guy, is funny. But when he goes into the Japanese guy and it's just an angrier version of the voice,
Yeah.
Oh man.
Would you like the cuttlefish or the vanilla paste?
I cannot understand you. Like,
Don't you have that as a clip? Didn't you save that as a clip?
Oh,
Oh shit.
I should have.
You
Fucking
said the
gold.
cuttlefish? It's amazing.
Did you ever see that? There's a video of him live where Trey Parker's doing the voice, and in the middle of it, he just fucking breaks laughing. He goes from
it's
like the
gotta be hard to
Chinese
do.
guy to the Japanese guy, and then he just starts crying. He's just like, "What the hell are we doing?" Oh, Cold Roses. Woody Allen, Love and Death is one of my all-time favorite movies. All right, let's see. What's this list?
This is 12 of the greatest movies you will ever watch. Do you want me
Okay.
to like give hints or just say them?
You say the year.
Oh shit! They don't have years. I'd have to look up each one.
Let me ask
Oh,
you.
no.
How about I say who's in it or a director?
Yeah, who's in it?
Is this list based on like the cinematography when you say watch, or is it like the whole package? It's just
Let's
best movies
see.
ever.
Let's see what they say.
I'm trying to figure out because the way you phrased it makes me wonder if it's just leaning on like the
And it makes me
cinematography.
There are
and
some
all
pretty
that.
awesome movies out there, so it's hard to narrow down the absolute best ones. Of course, movies are also subjective, which means the best movies on lists from critics don't always line up with fans. So that's what we have here. 12 movies fans share the greatest movie they've 12 movie fans share the greatest movie they've ever watched. I know
Okay.
I enjoyed a lot of these movies myself, but there's definitely a few here I haven't seen. If you end up in the same boat, this is a sign for both of us to check out some of these great films.
Sounds good.
Okay, this first movie on the list, I will say John Travolta stars in it.
Saturday Night Fever.
Saturday Night Fever.
Face Off.
No.
I'm gonna
The
say
movie
Blowout,
is going
man.
to be
Blowout.
John
It was-
Travolta in a fantastic.
It was kind
movie.
of a
Pulp
comeback for
Fiction.
him. Pulp
It's
Fiction.
a Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I just have to think of what
He
the
was-
hipster do.
He's just a supporter.
Well, but that's a good movie. You don't like that?
I hate it.
I love it. I love it.
Okay. This movie is from 1993. They did have a year for this.
What did you say?
1993 would be either Philadelphia, Forrest Gump, or my
No, that was
favorite,
92,
The
I
Fugitive.
think.
No.
How about
I'll
the
say Forrest
Shawshank
Gump.
Redemption?
Oh, you're right.
Forrest Gump was
No.
94.
No, Shawshank Redemption, I think, was 96.
Really?
Shawshank was 93.
This movie
I
is
think.
about a criminal.
No,
who's trying
94.
to-
94.
This movie is about a criminal who's trying to get out of the business and retire, but just can't seem to escape his past.
Godfather 3.
Robin Hood Men
You're
in
kind of
Tights.
close. You're kind of close with there's a hint in there. You're
Donnie
close.
Brasco.
Oh, Casino?
No,
No,
All right,
no,
how about
Casino was
this?
90.
A Bronx
No,
Tale.
95.
that's a great movie. I haven't seen that in a while. No, okay, Al Pacino stars in this.
All right, say it again.
And it's not Bronx Tale. Oh, that's De Niro.
You know what? I watched Bronx Tale last week, believe it or not.
Carlito's Way.
Carlito's Way.
Tell me. Hold on, Cowie. What are you going to say about it?
Bronx Tale did not hold up. It was
It
not.
sucks.
oh,
It's
okay.
not
Come
good.
on.
I don't like it either. I wasn't going to say anything because when people like it, but I think the movie's terrible. I
Go
never
back
liked
and
it.
Rewatch. I was surprised at how bad it was.
It's you know what? There's a lot of cliche shit with bringing in Pesci, and it's just like, God, you guys are like.
I see why people liked it first time. I liked it the first time I saw it, but I agree it didn't hold up that well.
Okay.
All right, this is 93.
And Carlito's Way, I already said.
It's Carlito's Way?
Yeah, he said it.
Davy Kleinfeld's a good man.
Okay, the
It's
next
from
movie
Carlito's
on the
Way.
list is also related to Al Pacino.
What year?
Doesn't say a year.
Okay, what does it
Casino.
say? What's the description?
Speaking of Al Pacino, his much more popular movie masterpiece, Blank, continues to be high in the list of greatest movies.
Goodfellas.
Scarface.
Al Pacino's not in Goodfellas.
He's not in good.
Oh, Al Pacino. I was thinking De Niro for some reason.
Scarface.
No,
Yeah, Scarface. No.
Gotta be.
good
It's
guess
gotta
though.
be Simone from 2002.
No, it's
No,
not a movie
see, for
about
me, the
Cruising.
good stuff is in the
Cruising.
70s. You got,
Right.
Dog Day
Dog
Afternoon.
Day Afternoon.
oh, it's one of my favorites.
No,
Godfather.
there you go. Godfather.
The obvious
A
one.
Dog Day is fantastic. Oh, I love the Devil's Advocate, Ruffalo. Michigan.
Okay, this next movie is from 2007.
Yep.
I had to look it up because I've never heard of it.
No Country for Old Men.
You're obsessed with that movie, baby.
It's a period drama. It's a period drama about an oil miner who's trying to strike it
There Will
big.
Be
There
Blood.
will be blood.
Okay, never heard of it.
It sucks.
Yeah,
Daniel
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Day-Lewis.
Any movie with Daniel Day-Lewis in it sucks.
Right.
Gangs in New York wasn't bad.
He's the over actor supreme. Everything he's in, it's just like, good God, tone it down, buddy.
Reel
Now
it
this
in.
next
Reel it
movie,
in.
Can't deal.
That's why
the
you
most
need shoes now.
what this person says is the most shocking thing about this movie is that despite it being the best movie some people have ever watched, it actually flopped at the box office and was given mediocre reviews by several critics, including Roger
Citizen
Ebert.
Kane.
No,
Blade Runner.
but
Goodfellas.
Roger Ebert with Citizen Kane. Come on, he wasn't even born yet.
Goodfellas.
Wait,
No.
are we on to the
Blade
next,
Runner.
Are we on to the next movie?
Alien.
What's the year?
I will give you the year,
Give me the
Goodfellas.
year.
1998,
Ah,
A movie that
19
flopped in 1998.
that we all
Clueless.
love.
I'm gonna go with the
We
Green
all love it?
Mile.
No,
That might have been
No,
99.
Yeah.
Clueless.
The Water
Blair
Boy.
Witch. Blair Witch Project.
no,
That was 99.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
no. It's
Ooh, that's good. That was
I'm in that movie. You can see me in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh, seriously?
Oh,
think
that's
think of a Halloween costume.
American
Michael
History
Myers.
X? No.
No,
Big Lebowski.
there you go. Dave got the hint.
I didn't. Elastic Equator said it, and I just repeated
Oh.
it. Good one, Elastic Equator.
Okay, next on the list, I actually love this movie. It was, how do I describe what year it came out? Let me see.
Lebowski's great. For those guys to give it a bad review, just show you those guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about. My
This-
movie rate, by the way,
Yeah,
the only
okay.
person whose movie reviews I respected was Rex Reed. I'm kidding.
This movie came out in
like saying his name.
2014.
This
2014.
movie was fantastic. Rex Reed is one of those 70s queens that I love.
2014 movie. And what?
Hold on. Before we do that, guys, your Mount Rushmore of 70s homosexuals that were on TV. Rex Reed, Charles Nelson Riley, Paul Lynn, and Rip
Paul
Taylor,
Lynn.
right? We all
Yeah.
What's your-
I so want to put
What was
Tony
this-
Randall
Okay,
in
this
that
ca-
list, but he
I was
wasn't-
going to say that, Howie. I was going to say that.
but he wasn't gay.
The past was flaming.
Exactly. I
You,
was thinking the same fucking thing.
who are you talking about?
Tony Randall.
Tony
Oh,
Randall.
Yeah, I know.
Did you ever see that Family Guy bit with Tony Randall and Peter Griffin are on Password? And he goes, the password is Tony Randall. And he goes, no, the password is flaming. And then he looks at Tony Randall. He goes, you?
You.
And he goes, Hector, you?
I remember that.
I've seen that.
All right, so what is it? What is
Who
it?
said
What is
that
this
to him?
one?
Who kept saying you?
Peter Griffin. Peter Griffin when he was on Password with Tony Randall.
Okay, this movie's 2014. I'll give you a hint. It was released in North America in only 500 theaters while earning widespread acclaim from critics and award shows like the Academy Awards.
I wouldn't know. I have no idea.
I got a guess. And
Go
it's
ahead.
probably wrong, but I got a guess. John Wick.
No,
Oh, John Wick's good.
Good
it's
fucking-
music
Nope.
related.
Whiplash.
Rock of
There
Ages.
you go. No, John got it. Whiplash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I found that movie to be boring. Sorry.
It
I've
was,
only watched it once and I was like, I'm done. I
yeah.
watched John Wick like 100 times.
Well, J.K. Simmons is good.
I like J.K. Rowling better.
Okay, the next movie
J.K.
is from
Wick.
1986.
Ooh, Platoon.
Ooh.
86.
No.
It's not
What's the-
Platoon?
No.
What do we have other than the year?
Top Gun.
Too much.
Not Top Gun?
Okay. Let's see. No, it's not Top Gun. I'm trying to think of a hint that ain't going to give the fucking thing away.
Just give me
No,
one.
I'll
actor.
get the
If I give you one actor.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
No,
Color of Money.
no.
Ooh, good movie.
One of the actors
Stand
went on
By
to be in
Me.
Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Shouldn't be Stand By Me. Wait, what's that?
One. What did you just say, John?
I said Stand By Me.
You got it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Terrible.
Yeah, Will Wheaton.
Terrible.
Will Wheaton. Will Wheaton. Will
What do you
It's
mean
Wheaton.
one of those
terrible?
overrated movies. It's a cute little movie. Would you call it one of the greatest movies you ever seen in your life?
No.
Okay, this movie I haven't seen. It's a Christopher Nolan movie.
Memento.
Oh, okay. The Prestige.
No.
Memento. Inception.
No.
I don't know any of his movies other than the Batman stuff.
The Dark Knight.
No, should be. That is a good movie.
Prestige is his best.
I'll tell you what year it came out. Let me see. Came out also in 2014.
Oh, Interstellar.
Yes.
Yep.
Never saw it.
Neither have I.
Me either.
A little too long. I like the premise of it, but
Okay, this next movie came out in. Fuck. Hit the wrong button. 2004.
A Space Odyssey.
No.
You know what's funny is
2004.
I don't think there has been a good picture in a long time, and it's like they're not even talking about any of the real good movies. All right,
Have any of you
2004, what do
guys seen the new
Napoleon Dynamite.
That's a good movie, but no.
Have any of you guys seen the new Scorsese one with De Niro and DiCaprio? I haven't
something
seen
of the
it.
Blood Moon or
No.
Desert something Moon.
Yeah, the blood.
I haven't seen that yet.
It's supposed to be like almost 4 hours long.
That's Scorsese's trademark. You know.
Yeah.
tell you what movie-
stop
what
working with De
movie it should
Niro,
be.
would you? It's enough already. Guy's a one fucking trick pony.
He's a piece
Well,
of
A
shit.
one trick pony.
There's no way it's this movie, but it should be Miracle with Kurt Russell.
No, but Jim Carrey is in this movie.
1980 hockey team. Oh, it's
Oh, 2004, Jim Carrey,
Oh, it's the theater. What was that theater? Majestic.
The Majestic. No, that's not it. That's not Truman Show. That was 2000.
wait, who's in it?
99.
Jim Carrey.
Oh,
Oh, this Eternal Mind of the whatever that
Yeah,
Eternal.
the Eternal
Sunshine of
Sunshine of Spotless Mind.
Really?
Yeah.
really? That was 2004. I thought that was in the 90s. This one.
This movie is from 1980, and a lot of people think it's one of the
Shining.
greatest movies I've ever seen. No.
Arthur.
No,
Ordinary People.
Airplane.
but that's a good movie.
If it's not Airplane, it's wrong.
Oh, not off. I thought you meant Excalibur. No, it's not Airplane.
It's not Ordinary People.
No.
The Blues Brothers.
Yes.
Oh, not Close
Ooh.
Encounters.
It said that's 78 or 77.
Right.
It's close.
What
Encounters.
is?
I would
Oh,
much
Blues
rather
Brothers
watch
is 80.
Airplane than the Blues Brothers.
Blues Brothers is 80. Yeah.
I'd
Also,
rather watch.
Caddyshack.
I'd rather watch Airplane, Caddyshack on loop before the Blues Brothers.
Or Cheech and Chong's next movie.
Oh, you know I love Red.
All right, this next movie is from 2015, and I've probably seen it a billion fucking times.
What was the
When
was it?
1980 movie?
What?
What was
The
the
Blues
answer?
Brothers.
The
Blues
Blues
Brothers.
Brothers.
Oh, I thought you guys were just still guessing.
Let me tell you something. Look, Godfather 1, I think, is a better movie than Godfather 2. And I think, most of the time, like sequels usually, either are as good. Sometimes they could be better. But Blues Brother 2000 to me ruins the whole franchise.
Yeah,
Destroyed
exactly.
it all.
Especially since it came out in '98.
Never
They
seen
called
it.
it 2000.
Destroyed the
Dave?
franchise.
Dave, I'm going to tell you something right now. I did not like The Godfather. It insists upon itself.
What do you mean it insists upon
It
itself?
insists upon itself.
That's Family Guy where they're in the basement, the water's filling up. What do you mean? I'll tell you right now, I like it better than Godfather 2. Going back to then De Niro, I'm like, come on. In fact, I like it when they show it in order. Like the cut, the recut of.
Yeah, they cut it all in chronological order.
Yeah, I like that one too. But I think the first one's better than the second one. But I do think maybe I could be twisted in my arm to think that The Empire Strikes Back is better than Star Wars.
Yes. No,
I
it
could
is.
be twisted.
The
Empire Strikes Back
is
versus
better.
the very first one. I think it is
Yeah,
better.
it is. Hands down.
Now,
On all fours?
I'm looking at a list of all these 2015 movies, and I got to say, nothing stands out. Nothing.
Yeah, it's like
I think it's a bad year. Now,
There's been a lot of
go-
bad years.
here's
all
all.
right,
I've
what
got
else you got, Joe?
to
Is that it?
offer. I did
No.
like The Hateful Eight, but there's no way. It's a great movie. It was just a
No.
good movie.
It's enjoyable.
Yeah, it's not.
All right, what
great.
else
Yeah.
do you got?
What do you
First of
got?
all,
Okay, this next movie is a franchise. It's
Well,
kind of
hold on.
was kind
What
of a
was that movie?
was kind of a reboot of a franchise in 2015.
Wait.
Still done by the guy who did the originals that we watched as teenagers.
Poltergeist?
No,
I don't fucking know. I got nothing.
Not Evil Dead.
no, they recast the main character because the actor who played him is a little too old.
Nightmare on
Indiana
Elm
Jones.
Street.
No, they didn't recast Indiana Jones. He's still fucking playing him.
No,
Nightmare on
the,
Elm Street.
That's what they
though.
say.
the last
right, I
movie
got it.
they're going to make him. A
I got
fucking
it.
I
woman.
bet
What do you
John's got it.
It's Creed.
What? No. Fuck
Fuck,
no.
really?
I haven't
Rocky.
seen that a billion times.
Oh, I thought it would have been Creed. All right. Yeah, I mean, just going by your hints. I really have nothing.
I'll give you a quote from probably the first movie we saw, which was actually the second movie in the franchise. You can run, but you can't hide.
I can't place it. I don't fucking know.
I have no idea
Think
what you're talking about.
Oh,
Mohawks.
come on. Tell me that you're not talking about The Force Awakens.
Fuck
No, he's talking
off.
about Mad Max.
Mad Max Fury
Oh.
Road. Who
Oh.
got it? Someone in the chat
Hey.
must have got it.
That's not
They,
a
they,
Oh,
they
no,
put
when you-
that as one of the best
that's
movies.
not a top movie
Yeah.
list. Bullshit.
That's what someone
movie.
picked.
That movie.
Yeah, that was one of the first emasculation movies that came out in friggin' Hollywood. Take Mad Max and he's friggin' got his balls in the knot all movie.
He always gets his balls in a fucking nut.
No, I mean, it's like, no, he's basically captured by the women and he does absolutely nothing most of the movie.
I'll tell you right now, if Snatch
Never
isn't
gonna
on
believe
this
that.
list is bullshit.
Well, the next movie on the list stars Jack Nicholson.
The
Shining.
Shining.
The Shining. Okay, that's it. I think we're done. Yep, that was it. Thank goodness.
That's insane.
That's a lousy
We
list.
still have the 12 worst albums by great rock
Yeah,
and
no,
heavy
hold
metal
on. Let's
bands.
pause for a sec. Movies, though, The Shining definitely should have been in there. I love The Shining, but The Color of Money is a fucking great movie.
Mhm.
Any been fans of The Color of Money?
Yeah, I like it.
I'm more of a fan of The Color
I know.
Purple. I'm a big whoopee guy. You know what I mean?
Especially these days, right?
Look,
Whoopi's a big Whoopi guy.
Goodfellas wasn't. There was no Goodfellas on that list. There was no Shawshank on that
Yeah.
list.
No Casino.
That list sucks.
Was the purpose of that list to be like movies that nobody knew were really good or supposed
First
to
of
be
all,
really good? Is that what you were saying,
let's
Joe?
take a look at some pop culture movies. There's no Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. That movie's
Yep.
fantastic.
Yep.
There's no what's the Graduate was a great
Yep.
movie. On the Waterfront was a great movie. I mean, all of a sudden
Midnight
they get
Cowboy.
everything.
Huh?
Midnight Cowboy.
Citizen Kane is a great movie, and anything where Orson Welles is drunk, I enjoy.
Oh, the French.
Love it.
All right.
Yeah, that was an interesting one.
Yeah, not a good one, but interesting would be the word. All right, what's the next list? 12 of the worst albums of all time?
12 worst rock and heavy metal albums ever. So,
If
By
like
great bands.
Offspring is not on this list, I'm leaving.
how do
By great bands.
do I say the band and you guess the album? What am I doing?
Yeah, that'd be good.
All right. I don't know if they're in chronological order, but they're starting with number 1 is an album by Metallica.
Lulu.
Saint
Anger.
That
Saint
should
Anger.
be it. Should be Lulu. It's Saint Anger.
Okay.
Number 2 is an album by Rush.
Ooh.
The first
Caress
one.
of Steel.
No,
No, I'm gonna go
Good.
with.
Yes, I'm just going with the
their
their 1987 release, "Hold Your Fire."
this is saying the blank album by Rush was an epic fail, and it was only because the band decided to venture out of their comfort genre and into a rap genre. Did
never
they?
did rap genre? No,
Roll the Bones.
No, what's
Yeah,
after it? Press.
Roll the Bones.
I don't think "Roll the Bones" was a big, massive failure, was it?
That's what they
I stopped listening to Rush by that time. Man.
Why are we
Counterparts.
here? Because we're here. Roll the bones.
Oh yeah, who's the girl? Isn't there? Oh, no, that's Time Stands Still. Was that on Roll Your Bone? Roll the Bone.
No, that was before that. That's the
No,
album.
that was
Hold
that
Your
was
Fire.
Hold Your Fire. Yeah.
I don't
And
know
who
how
was the
many-
girl that sang on that?
Amy Mann.
Oh, okay.
Until Tuesday.
I don't know how many people would agree with this next one, but the band is Led Zeppelin.
Mm.
Worst.
Coda?
Well, okay. First of all, we can't have Coda. You can't have any of these non-release albums. It has to be a released album, and their worst album for me.
Into the Outdoor.
I think it's
I
going to
don't
be
know.
Presence.
Oh, I
The
like
Presence is a good
lot.
album.
It is, but I think that's what it's going to be.
I think it's going to be Led Zepp 3. Other than
In
one
Through
or-
the Outdoor.
Crowbar's hitting
I
home
agree.
runs
Howie, they'll
tonight.
have it as 3.
In Through the Outdoor.
Yeah, even though they're saying even though it sold 7 million copies, it's still one of the worst works.
That's an opinion.
According to who?
well, all this is.
All right, next album, number 4 is
Which
an
one
album
was
by.
it?
It was Into
I
the
just
Outdoor.
fucking said.
Oh,
In Through the Outdoor.
I
Yeah.
said it. He said.
Next one, number 4 is an album by Judas Priest.
Oh,
Rock and
anything
Roller.
after fucking Turbo.
Turbo Lover.
Rock and
Anything
Roller.
after Turbo to me is toilet.
I think Howie said Turbo.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I like some songs off of Turbo.
and I
Yeah, you
always
like
say
parental
I like
guidance.
Turbo.
No, that's not one.
By the way, interestingly enough, I saw their new video today, and I was really impressed with. It's actually a really good song. Glenn Tipton's in the video, which is great.
Oh, really?
I forget the name of the song. I just watched it a couple of hours ago, but it was a great song, and the band sounds killer. Alfred sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I
Number
think I'll
5.
tune into that.
They're all like standing in the woods individually, like playing their instruments.
It's
Playing
good-
Norwegian death metal.
a good acoustics in the woods.
Kind of like that, snowy woods.
The next album is an album by Motley
Wait,
Crue.
what
And
was the
Dave,
worst
go ahead.
Priest
Are you
album?
going to say all of them?
Theater of Pain. Theater of Pain.
No.
How do
was
you
their
feel
worst.
about Generation Swine?
I think they're going
Bingham
to pick
got
the one
it.
with. They're unfairly going to pick the one with John Corabi on it, and
Yeah.
that's the song.
Was the
Theater
one
of
with
Pain
John- wait,
sucks ass.
Wasn't the one with
Oh,
John
yeah.
Corabi the one before Generation Swine?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that he might have had a decent song on that record.
Hooligans
Generation-
Holiday. Hooligans Holiday was the hit.
Oh yeah, I remember that song. Yeah.
I don't agree with this next one because it's an
Not
album
to be
that I
confused
like.
with Hooligan by Kiss.
Next on
Dropped
the
out of
list.
school when I was 22.
Is that
Let's
what
look
they
at the
say?
lyrics of that song. I dropped out of school when I was 22. I was finishing my dissertation for college. And I decided, I think I'd rather go into business for myself. Oh, he's such a hooligan.
Won't get fooled again.
That's so funny.
I drive a 57 Chevy on a something frame, 64th, whatever. Horrible. Those lyrics in that song. All right, go on.
Like,
next-
did we discuss the lyrics in "Let There Be Rock" at all? Was a 42 decibel rocking band, and you're like, what?
42 decibel?
That's
42
nothing.
They
decibel.
whispering?
That's a loud room.
Right. Yeah, it's very quiet, right?
It's
That's
a
one of the
quiet room.
Yeah.
Well, those were 1977 decibels. In today's decibels, that would
Oh,
be like.
is there a
130.
difference? Has there been a decibel inflation?
Inflation.
Let me
Yeah.
ask
Shit.
Let me
Decibelation.
ask you this. Bingham, by the way, spoke sacrilege to me the other day in a message. He sent me
I
a
did?
text message and he said, I
Oh, yeah.
believe Let There Be Rock is a better album than AC/DC Powerage.
That's right. That's my
Panel?
my opinion.
Thoughts?
Not even close.
Agreed, Howie. Agreed.
Right. You guys
That
can
was
be,
my response. Not even close.
You guys can be wrong. It's fine.
Well, speaking of which, the next band on the list is AC/DC.
Ooh.
Their worst album is Jailbreak '74.
Who made who?
No,
Ooh, who made who is close? I'm
I
gonna
love
go.
Who Made Who.
What was the one before Black Ice?
Stiff Upper Lip.
Yeah, Stiff Upper Lip.
Let me give you what they're saying here. When AC/DC first released this album, fans considered it a copy of their previous 3 albums. However, if that were the case, it would be much better than the mess they actually created.
Fly on the Wall.
Fly on the Wall.
Problem with Fly on the Wall is the album is a more distorted guitar. Whenever they put something on Angus's amp on that record, it's not like just his amp. But some of the songs on that album are good.
It's
Danger
okay.
is yeah, it's okay. Nervous Shakedown, Danger.
No, Nervous Shakedown's on Flick of the Switch.
Oh, Flick of the Switch. What's the one that's on that one?
Sink the Pink.
Sink the Pink is on it, but there's another like anthem type song
Who
on
made
that
who?
album.
Who made who?
We're talking about the album Fly on the Wall.
Let's see.
Who made who is way later. They had a big hit
First
on there. Huh?
Blood, Back in Business, Shake Your Foundations.
Shake Your Found. That's it.
I like that song.
Shake Your Foundation. That's a good tune. And Danger is on that album, isn't it?
I
Looking
think
at
so.
the
Keep
title.
in love with danger.
The production was a little odd.
Yes. Agreed.
The
Not
next,
Danger
I'm
is
not a
on
fan
that
of it.
record. Yeah.
What?
the next
Danger
two
is on.
bands,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even know this next one and the other one after it. I don't give a fuck. And does anyone know a band named TSOL?
Yeah.
I've heard of it, yes.
TSOL.
I
They were
couldn't
kinda
tell
like
you
a
anything
punk.
from them.
Like heavy punk.
The Sound of London, is that what it's
Oh,
still for?
interesting. True Sounds of Liberty.
Oh,
Yeah.
True Sounds of Liberty. I'm
Yeah, I
thinking
don't
of
know- I don't know
these-
these-
They're saying a
FSOL.
band. They're saying the album Hit and Run was terrible. I never heard of them to begin
The
with.
catalog is terrible.
Never heard of
Celtic
them.
Frost is next.
How are
Yeah.
they on this list?
That's what I'm saying.
Huh. Okay.
But the album is Cold Lake, and if you saw the picture,
Oh yeah,
of these
that
three-
one.
Yeah.
Were
Okay.
you a big Celtic Frost guy, Cable?
Nope.
Never.
I
heard
can
of them.
imagine the guy who made this list is like, I'm finally going to make a list and put Celtic Frost in their place. People are like, what?
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure
showed them.
it's Celtic Frost. They're not the Boston Celtics.
I was
No,
about
but
to say
they
the same
pronounce
thing.
Celtic Frost.
Yeah, what's the
Boston
difference
Celtics?
between Celtic and Celtic? Because it isn't
The
Boston
the
Celtics.
correct Irish way to pronounce it is Celtic.
Right.
It's like
And the
lemonade.
way exactly. But you know what it's like? It's like
How did drunk people from Boston
Thin
pronounce
Lizzy, right?
They don't.
Thin Lizzy. They call
How
themselves
do you pronounce
Thin
Celtics?
Lizzy.
Ah!
Well, no, the Thin Lizzy thing was a play on a comic that was called Tin Lizzy.
Right, but they
it was-
say tin
But it
in
was-
Ireland. They say tin to be thin,
Yeah,
so they were
thin
like, we'll
sounds like
call it
10.
we'll call it Tin Lizzy, but spell it with an H.
Mm.
But it was they still call it Tin Lizzy.
Well, the comic they did, not the band.
No, the
No, but
band.
The way that they would say their own name sounds like Tin
They say
Lizzy.
their name is Tin Lizzy.
Yeah, Thin. We say Thin. They say Tin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It would be like they know that other people wouldn't, but the band was to them it was Tin Lizzy.
Oh, Dave, you're getting too tin. All right, next band on the list is Van Halen.
Ooh.
Dive it
Gary
down.
Cherone.
Oh,
Three.
Van Halen 3. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
Van Halen 3.
Let's see.
Next on
I
the
was thinking
list.
of Rock years.
Next on the list is the Rolling Stones.
Ooh.
Do I tell you
Body,
the
whatever
year?
whatever that 80s album is.
Steel Wheels.
80, no, it's
Tattoo You.
80s, 85, 86. One that had the Harlem Shuffle.
Not
One hit to the
Tattoo
body.
You.
No, you're like 12 years too early.
Tattoo
Oh,
You.
really? They're gonna say Voodoo Lounge?
No. 1998 is what Google's telling me.
Okay, don't tell me then. 98 would be after is
Oh, wait. No, that's a movie with the same name. Fucking Google.
Unbelievable.
Oh my
it's
god.
Body Heat or something,
Oh,
right?
hold on.
Body.
No security?
This is actually from 1986.
I was right.
What did you say?
What's the name of the album?
What did you say?
It's the one that has one hit to the body.
I don't know. It's dirty work. I never heard it.
Shitty.
Dirty work.
It's when they
I like-
let's put it this
I like
way.
the movie.
It's so bad. Keith Richards put out a solo record the next year, and the big hit on that was "You Don't Move Me Anymore."
The next
About how pissed he
album.
was at Mick.
The next album. We're almost done with this shitty list tonight, but I don't write them. The next album features a vocalist that Dave likes to refer to as the Ethel Merman of heavy metal.
Queensryche.
Yes.
Their worst one is going to be
It's got to be the one right after. Was it Sign of
Mind
the Time?
Crime.
Promised Land or Here in the Now Frontier.
Oh, maybe.
Oh yeah,
Promise.
those two albums just stink.
Well, I'll give you a hint. They tried to make Lightning Strike twice.
Oh, Operation
Mind Crime Revisited, whatever
Mind
that second
Crime
Mind.
2. Yeah. Operation
Electric
Mind Crime
Boogaloo.
2. Oh my God.
Mind Crime 2, Electric Boogaloo, Citizens on Patrol.
That's the funniest. Is that from It's Always Sunny?
Mystery Science Theater.
Oh no, there's Danny DeVito does that bit in an episode of It's Always Sunny. Where they're trying
Oh,
to
they do it
name
in
more
Mystery
famous
Science
than
Theater.
they
It's like movies called Fugitive Alien 2, and he's like, Fugitive Alien 2, Electric Boogaloo, Citizens on Patrol. And
are. That's funny.
All right. The
then
next
he's
group,
like, our mission is to go into space
I like Citizens on
and
Patrol.
out something, and he
Police
goes,
Academy,
hopefully
too.
go shopping it. What's
the
that?
next,
Police Academy.
yeah.
Citizens on Patrol.
Yeah.
The next group on the list, someone shares a birthday with the guitarist in the group, they said earlier tonight, and the album's from 2002.
Def Leppard.
it's Def Leppard.
Def Leppard.
Whatever the name of the album is.
How about any
Adrenalize?
album after Hysteria?
Is
No,
it
Adrenalize
Adrenalize?
is the early 90s. He said it's 2002.
Uh,
What record did they have in 2002?
Well, let's just say a popular social network just changed its name to that album title.
X?
X.
Really?
Yeah. Cheech, we'll talk about carnivore cheese at a Costco because Bingham just mentioned it a few minutes ago.
What did I mention? Cheese?
A cheese that you eat that you get at Costco, the coastal cheddar.
Oh, it's so good.
Also, the buffalo mozzarella cheese that I get at Costco is great. And there's also Havarti, sliced Havarti. That's great.
I mean,
Just
really,
make sure it has no carbs and you're good.
this channel should be DL's guitars and cheese chat.
Ooh, we love cheese.
Talk a lot about Costco cheese here.
We do.
Yeah, cheese. And I think about that Simpsons episode where groundskeeper Willie is mad at the French and he calls them a bunch of cheese-eating surrender monkeys.
That's really funny. Oh man, poor Def Leppard.
Oh.
Yeah, they haven't really released a good record in a long time, have they?
No. All right, is that the last one?
That was it.
Okay, now let's really throw in the conversation of tell me a band that put out a fucking terrible record in their heyday. Not like Def Leppard when they're already done, or Queensryche when they're done. Because I'll tell you, what do you think the worst Queensryche record is of the first
one,
5
the EP.
albums?
The EP.
That's not an album. The first 5 albums. So we have The Warning, Rage for Order, Mindcrime, and I just do the first 4. And what's the other one?
Empire.
Empire.
Well, you're going to say Mindcrime. I'm going to say The Warning.
I really only think I like Mindcrime and Empire, and that's it. I think that's
like
the whole
all 4 of
catalog
them.
for me.
I think Rage for Order's great. I think the EP's great.
I do too. I think Rage for Order's
after
the
Empire,
best.
At like Promised Land or Here in the Now
Terrible.
Frontier, those records were unlistenable.
Horrible. But now, Howie, now that I got your attention, because I'm a big Rage for Order fan, and I think The Warning is fantastic. Let me tell you why I don't care for Mindcrime so much. Mary?
Oh, I love it.
Oh.
The acting.
It's just, it's
Acting.
I like
25 bucks a fucking Jones a happy man. Really? Like,
It's
I
the,
feel like I'm reading a comic book when I hear it come on. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Mary?
It's
Yeah,
a story, Dave.
it's
I know,
Yeah.
but it's not a
I
good
do
one.
like I Don't Believe in Love. I like that song.
it's that
No
one
more
song.
And
Yeah,
Eyes of a
right.
Stranger. Eyes of a Stranger is good.
The Neuragal on Rage for Order is better than any song on that album.
The best song on, I think Operation Mindcrime is genius. The best song on the record, hands down to me, is Breaking the Silence.
Great one. Bow, bow, bow. There's something special about Mindcrime, though, and that is Eddie Jackson's bass tone.
Yeah.
It is awesome. It's the greatest. Those 2
I thought
records,
you were gonna
back
say
to
the
back, his
special
bass
thing
tone
was
is
they-
unbelievable.
They play it every Friday night at the Rooster Fish.
I just like midnight. She hears praises in the fall. I can appreciate how dumb it is. I like it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. What you say? He'll through with me.
See, what I don't like about those first 2 records, the Rage for Order and all that, is the whole records is him at the top of his register the whole
agreed.
time, and it's like, ugh.
But tell me this:
That singing
would
is
you love
brutal.
to see a theater production of Mindcrime with Ethel Merman taking the lead role?
Absolutely.
Everything's coming up roses.
Could you imagine her fucking doing those songs? No more nightmares. You know, he is the Ethel Merman of rock and roll.
It's a good joke. I like it.
Oh, Cold Roses says, of the first 4 Def Leppard albums, On Through the Night, High and Dry, Pyromania, Hysteria.
Hysteria sucked. I hate it.
What's the worst?
What's wrong with
Hysteria
Hysteria?
is the worst.
Pop it.
Hysteria is the worst. I don't like any songs on that album.
Wasn't
According
Animal
to
on
Joe
the-
Elliott's bank accounts, he disagrees.
Yeah. Oh,
Wasn't Animal on Hysteria?
yeah.
That's a-
I can't
That's a
stand
good one.
Hysteria.
I like
I
Animal.
think it's so poppy and just
Oh, yeah. I like 2 songs on the album.
Yeah, I remember
Hysteria and Love
riding into
Bites.
school. My friend got the new album. I go, "What the fuck is it?" It's like I skip over the first song. This sucks. This sucks. What the fuck are they doing? It turns out to be their biggest album.
I think On Through the Night is a great record.
Those first 2.
What's the
High
song
and
that
Dry
goes?
and-
What's the album has a song? Saturday. Oh, that's High and Dry, right? Because that's the name
Yeah.
of the song. Dun, 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 dun. That's a great record too.
isn't that Pete Willis playing guitar back then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did the first 2.
Pete Willis actually plays on Pyromania as well, even though Phil Collins
part
on the
of it.
cover.
I think
Part of
they-
it, yeah.
Yeah, just part of it.
Did Pete Willis also play on High and Dry then?
Yeah,
Yes.
that was before.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely,
That
he was.
before.
Oh, was that before On Through the Night?
I saw them with Pete Willis.
What you talking about, Willis?
All right, 80s White Snake. What's the worst record? Here we go. Ready and Willing. Satan's. No, what's the one after Ready and Willing?
After Ready and Willing is Come and Get It.
Come and Get It. Then Saints and Sinners. Slide It In. The eponymous album from '87, and then whatever the last one in '89 was called.
I only started listening from Slide It In on.
Slip of the Tongue
is the worst out of all of them.
Agreed. You know what? The absolute disrespect of what they did to Fool for Your Lovin' and made it so cheesy when the original version is like a fucking German tank fucking just barrel. I mean, it's a rock anthem, and they made it this sissified. Let me play pinched harmonics and wheelies all over the place. I was not impressed.
What song was that?
Fool for Your Lovin'.
Fool for your lovin' no more.
Oh, and plus the interplay with Cozy Powell doing the in the hook. I'll be a fool for your loving no more.
It's not Cozy Powell. It's Ian Pace on that record.
Yeah, it was?
Yeah.
I've been given
The only record Cozy Powell did was Slide It In.
That's also why it's the best album. No, I'm kidding. But Gambler is such a great tune.
Yeah, it's very good.
Standing in the Shadows, it's great. The whole record's great. You know what's a great song, and I know Howie hates it? Slow and Easy, everybody.
Oh, it's terrible.
I knew you hated it.
Literally terrible.
Slow and easy.
At the end of the song, when he goes, you know you got me screaming, baby. Ah! And he comes down that half step. I'm like, Coverdale, you're never going to sound better like that in your life. And then.
So what is it? The hand claps that get you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, the lyrics, the stopping, starting, the melody. I don't like anything about that song. I literally, from the get-go, I hated that song.
The whole record. I love it. Oh. To me, I will say this. That record is important to the 80s as Don't Say No by one William Squire. No, but how great was that record when that came out, Howie? You had to have been fucking 12, right?
The Billy Squire record?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay. I didn't buy it. He wasn't. I mean, he was on my radar, but he wasn't a guy that I liked that much. I liked the radio hits, but never went any deeper than that.
Oh, yeah.
We're almost all radio hits.
I'm with Howie. I've never actually heard the album. I've heard the radio hits, and that's it.
What about you, Matt? Are you a fan of Don't Say No from Billy Squire?
I saw him play that tour.
I love that record.
I saw him on Emotions in Motion.
Which one's the one with Rock Me Tonight where he lost his career?
Oh, Signs of Life.
That's Signs of Life.
Third one? Is that what it is?
It's the fourth album, but yeah, it's the
one
third.
Came out in '83 or '84.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had an album called The Tale of the Tape that came up before Don't Say No.
I got one that this might just be me, but I think So Far, So Good, So What from Megadeth is a lull between Peace Sells, which I love, and Rust in Peace, which is as good as they've ever been. So I don't know if it's a bad album, but it's
but Killing Is My Business is before Peace Sells, right?
Yeah, but I would say that
I think that's a good one too.
Yeah, but if in the context of how you framed this discussion, I think Killing Is My Business shouldn't count because it wasn't during like the peak of their success. It was their first foot in the door of the industry.
Right, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and Peace Sells became a big deal, right? And then
everything after Peace Sells is great. I mean, everything after Rust in Peace
So Far,
is
So
great.
Good, So What, I think is the weakest.
Yeah, is that the Jeff Young on guitar album?
That's
And
right. Yeah.
So
All
Cheech
right.
is asking why it cost him his career. Cheech, it's because he was dancing around this apartment like a total fruitcake.
Yeah.
Somebody's apparently never seen the video.
Yeah, that's all. You just watch the video.
Yeah, Billy was ready to fly out the window.
I have to leave early tonight, so I'm going to say my goodbyes instead of making an Irish exit. I will say goodnight, everybody.
All right.
Bye, Joseph.
Take
Shalom.
care.
Joe.
Sorry I had such shitty lists. I'll try harder.
No, our
a shit
shitty list
list.
is a good list on this show.
Yeah, don't
Shitty
let it
list.
happen again.
Yeah, so that Billy Squire video, I read, and I don't know if it's true, but I read that the guy that actually directed that video is the guy who all those years later became the director that did the High School Musical movies, which makes perfect sense. It's actually really funny, but I think it was the same guy. That was like early
Really?
in his career.
Let me ask Howie something. Howie, were you ever a Queen fan?
Not really, no.
So you never got The Game by Queen?
No.
Okay, because that was produced by Ryan Holdmack, who also then went to produce
Billy Squier.
Don't Say No.
Do you think that if this was happening in modern times and Billy Squier put out that video now, that would have actually made his career because he would have been in touch with his feminine side, which
Right.
Well, he'd be a hero for the LGBT plus.
Right,
community.
exactly.
Yeah,
for sure. He'd be the hero. That's what he is.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, they would have said that. Nowadays, they say he wasn't gay enough.
That might be true.
It's like, hey, Billy Squier, you're a homophobe. You're not being gay enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needed to take a couple
Probably.
lessons from Paul Stanley. Paul Stanley was enough.
Is Paul Stanley straight or gay?
Great question.
Next on DL Show.
Like Phil Donahue.
I have to say this, whether he's straight or gay, his music's gay. No, but whether he is straight or gay, I would say I like Gene's voice better. Does anyone, I think I'm the only one I know that everyone loves Paul Stanley's voice. I know.
No, I never loved his voice.
I didn't.
You go to those early records, I'd rather listen to Nothing to Lose, Watching You. We're watching you. Yeah.
You know what? Hey, Ace Frehley can't sing, but there's something charming about his voice, though. Yuck me.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Now,
But nobody likes Gene's voice.
No,
other than me?
I
I
like
got
that.
nothing against it.
stand up. Don't want to be afraid.
Well, fuck. I mean,
The best. That's the
opening
greatest.
song, the opening song on Alive is Deuce, and that was Gene.
Get up and get.
your
Oh, it's
way,
fantastic.
boy.
Fantastic.
Who was the vocalist that goes, "My heater's broken, I'm so
That's Gene.
tired"?
That's Gene.
No,
Yeah,
no.
Or is it
No,
Ace?
that's Ace. That's Ace.
Ace
No,
wrote
it
it.
is
Gene
not.
sings
That's
it.
Gene.
Yeah,
No, that first line.
Is Gene 100%?
Is it?
Gene.
Oh, okay.
They
It
didn't,
doesn't sound like
they
that.
didn't let Ace Frehley sing until Shock Me. So
That's
Ace
exactly
wrote
right.
the song,
Oh, okay.
but Gene sang it.
And when they do it live, they both sing it together now.
Now, yeah.
Back 2000. But I mean, on that record, that is Gene going, "My heater's broke. I'm so tired."
I like the enunciation.
First of all,
I'm tired.
how do you have to like when you like Gene's voice? All you have to hear is you listen to the song "Rock Bottom" and you hear "I can't wait a day," and it's like this sassy, "I don't care," and then you get to "Rock Bottom," and it's like, oh, there's a man in here. A man has entered the room with a pair of testicles. And Christ, now I can enjoy this song. I can't wait a day. It's like this sassy, "I don't care what you say," right? Now you hit rock bottom and you're there to stay. Rock bottom. Oh, thank Christ.
How about God of Thunder? I don't think you liked anything from Destroyer, right?
On Destroyer.
Oh, but I'll tell you right now, the people at the temple were like, "Is the Fagala going to sing the whole song? Are they going to let the-"
It's at the demon scene.
Thank you. Well, they're going to let the one that looks like a Schwarzer. Thank you.
What's the line in Role Models? Jews weren't allowed to sing like that, so they had to wear clown music. What does he say? It's the funniest.
No, he goes, "I didn't know Jews could sing like that. They weren't allowed to. That's why they had to wear clown makeup."
Right, for some reason,
Rock bottom.
That's so funny.
You're starting to sound more like the Bear and Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas for River Bottom Nightmare Band.
Rock. That's how Gene sounds.
I know.
Dr. Love is terrible. I don't like any of the second three albums, but if you look at Actually, Paul is pretty awesome on 100,000 Years. I got to give it to him. And
in the trees.
on what's the other song? The bam, 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 Love Her All I Can.
I love Room Service. I think that's a great song.
I'm feeling low, no place to go, and I'm a feeling. How about gun, gun, gun? She thinks she's high fashion. She thinks she.
Well, the song "She" was a
Two-timer.
cool song too.
She?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good.
She walks by.
You know what song I love by them? My favorite Kiss song that's barely on, besides Love Her All I Can, is Let Me Know. Let me be
know.
your
Whoa,
Sunday
whoa.
driver and I'll be your Monday. Oh, I love that tune. And won't you let me know? Whoa.
So if we just stick to the 70s, what's the worst of the Kiss records in the 70s?
Oh, you're not gonna like my answer.
Hotter Than Hell.
Oh, Dave's gonna say Destroyer.
Destroyer 100%.
Yeah,
than
I gotta
Dynasty?
go. I gotta go with the first record. They didn't find it yet in the first record. They just
Songs are great.
Yeah, that I actually list that as my favorite Kiss album.
What's
I do too. Let me say this. Flaming Youth, Great Expectations are on the same album. Do You Love Me? These songs are garbage. The only song on Destroyer to me that passes the test of this is a good song is Sweet Pain is a great song.
Oh, Detroit Rock City's a great song.
Oh my God. You love these fucking thematic songs where everyone has to tell a story. Yeah, what's the story? Yeah, it's these kids are driving to a Kiss concert. Gay.
I don't care about the story at all. It's a great riff with the cool guitar solo.
Wasn't Shout It Out
Got a
Loud
cool
on
groove.
that
Everything
record?
about it is cool.
Shout it out loud.
It's better than the other stuff I mentioned. I'll give you that. It's better than Beth. It's better than
Oh,
better than
I like
King of the Nighttime World is awful. Great Expectations is terrible.
I
Can we all admit that?
Yes.
I will take
Beth,
this.
I hear you calling.
All right, are you done, John?
No.
I
never
will
be
take
done.
this moment to do a little self-promotion. I just recorded a track. Well, I recorded it. They released it already, but a Kiss song on a Kiss tribute record. It's called Buffalo Rock City Volume 2. It's all either local Buffalo musicians, but there are some national act guys on this record as well that they brought in, including, of course, Billy Sheehan, because he's from there. But it's all Kiss covers. Jeff Scott Soto makes an appearance on the record. Dean Castronovo's on it. Hoffa Marrera, the guitar player who played with Paul Stanley's solo band, among others, is on it. I did I Stole Your Love, and Johnny Maloney was in the band Hardline when Neil Sean sang it. And it's available now. It benefits a certain charity in Buffalo, New York. So you can look it up, Buffalo Rock City Volume 2.
Nice. And let me just say this about I Stole Your Love. We're talking now about the Love Gun album. And that album is a million times better than Destroyer. I Stole Your Love is better than every song. Well, maybe not better than Sweet Pain. It's up there. That would be a neck and neck.
I do love Love Gun.
Love Guns, I mean, I'm almost human. Oh,
I don't know about Christine 16 and Love Gun.
Dave, can you, or one of you guys, look up the cover of this Buffalo Rock City Volume 2 and maybe put it up on the screen for a second?
Sure.
I'll put the link.
Make sure it's Volume 2. I wasn't on Volume 1. So fuck those guys.
Bandcamp, let's see.
Fucking charities.
what's it called? Buffalo
Rock
City 2. Okay, I've got
Electric Boogaloo, Citizens on Patrol.
Exactly.
Save link, open link in new tab.
Oh, Jeff Scott Soto sings Love for Sale. That's another.
Well, I can
Love Gun
post the
song.
link in the chat.
I just posted the link to buy it in the chat. All right, everybody in the chat, if you don't
Here's
go and buy it,
here's a promo
Howie's
on
gonna
it.
attack you in your dreams.
Oh no!
But I
this
wonder
is
if
the
they.
same one.
I wonder if they posted it on a song on YouTube that you could hear it.
Yeah, it's not the one. Not the one that I'm. They did a video that's a little interesting. I'm not involved in the rest of it. I was only on "I Stole Your Love."
I remember the day that we met. I needed someone, you needed. Now, Rock and Roll Over had some good songs on it.
That was the first Kiss record I ever had. So to me, that one's kind of special. I love.
I would say it's better than Destroyer and Love Gun.
I agree.
Yeah, 100%. I Want You, Mr. Speed, Baby Driver, Take Me. To me too, that record is like to me that's the best of the second three. And the best of the first three, I go back and forth between Dressed to Kill and the first album.
I think I like the first album.
I like
Strutter. Strutter's great. Strutter, down.
I like Strutter.
Strutter to me might be the most overplayed for me though.
No, Firehouse.
Is Firehouse on the first record too? Or is that
No, that's on Hotter Than Hell, I think.
Yeah, Hotter Than Hell.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that it had to be.
But Watching You, I love Hotter Than Hell.
Oh, well, Hotter Than Hell. Parasites on that album.
Mm-hmm.
Going Blind. Strange Way. Twist of Fate. Anytime I can hear Gene's backup vocal in a song, they've sold it to me. I'll tell you another. The best is on Dressed to Kill on the song Getaway that Peter Criss sings. When you hear gotta get away, you can hear Gene screaming in the background. It's fucking gold. Gotta get away.
How is the answer to this question not just automatically Dynasty?
Dynasty.
I like Dynasty. I actually
better
like
than
Dynasty.
Destroyer.
Ugh.
Save Your Love is the greatest tune on that album. Do you like Save Your Love, Howie?
Yes, that's a good song.
Save Your Love. I love the fucking deadpan vocal.
How about Magic Touch?
Charisma's on this album too. If I'm not mistaken.
That's weak. That's weak. But
Is Naked City on this album, or is that Unmasked?
Unmasked.
yeah.
Not on this one.
Well, of course, one of the best songs on Dynasty is the Rolling Stones cover, 2000.
Yeah,
Man.
2000 Man.
That's great.
Yeah, well, it starts off with I Was Made for Loving You, 2000 Man, Charisma. Hard Times. Is Hard Times on this album? That's a great song.
Times, yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I think all the 8 songs are the best songs on this record. Hard Times, Save Your Love.
Which record are you talking about? The tribute
Dynasty.
record?
Dynasty.
Oh.
Dynasty.
Yeah, Hard Times is on Dynasty.
Yeah, that's a great song. And the hard times. Wasn't there a third song that Ace did? I know he did Save Your Love. Hard Times.
Yeah, he did the Rolling Stones cover 2000.
Oh, in 2000 Man. You're right. Because I think he did 3 on the next album too. Talk to Me. Did he sing She's So European? Or was that's Gene, right? She's So European.
Yep.
They have a song called She's So European.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I asked her, what are you when you're in the bathroom? Nice. She says, European.
Yeah, I know. She knows European.
She said she had a part of her nose. I said, if that's what your nose is, we're in trouble. What else? What was the other song that Ace sang on that record? Oh, Torpedo Girl.
Oh, that song's terrible.
What record?
That's on Unmasked. Torpedo Girl.
That whole album
sucks. That whole album is terrible.
I agree.
Well, Shandy is like a ripoff of like 3 songs, but really it's Tomorrow by Joe Walsh, which is a great song.
Shandy's okay.
I just can't. Oh, I know. Oh, I know what song I forgot on Dynasty. Sure Knows Something. I used to play that.
That's right.
Used to play
Yep.
that in a cover band. That's a great song.
Yep. I like Magic
I
Touch.
was
too.
Now is that what's his name with him? Is that Desmond Child on that with him, or just the
Yep.
other one?
Yeah.
Well, Vinnie Pontia, Desmond Child.
Unbelievable.
Did you guys hear
According
Ace's?
to-
Did you guys
Go
hear Ace's new single that came out actually either today or yesterday?
Let me
Nope.
guess. Is it called
Nope.
Fractured Mirror?
10,000 volts. It's called.
Oh, really?
10,000. I'm going to see him in March, over in
Good luck
Woonsocket.
with that.
Yeah.
I saw Howie
seen-
open for him.
Well, I got to see their actual last final tour with all four of them together in 2000.
playing
got
in the
to see
wrong
Ace
key
Frehley
on-
sing 2000, man.
I saw him. He was playing in the wrong key on one video on YouTube, and then another one he played the same song twice.
Oh, God, this isn't going to be good. No, maybe it's a memorable show. Who knows?
He's got to be 70.
75?
Ace?
Yep. Can't
Ace.
be easy.
No,
He's
he's,
about 75.
75.
Yeah. That's,
He's born in
that's
the
what I said.
50s, isn't he?
72. 72.
Yeah, that's getting up
He's
there.
7. Yeah.
I've some friends of mine saw him. He actually played in my hometown, which is not a big place, and it was not good. They said he was, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, I think and he's not drinking, right? He's sober.
He's
Right?
sober.
Yeah. He just doesn't practice.
Yeah.
Oh, for a second there, I thought he just meant he was losing his mind.
Well,
Oh no, I saw Kiss in 1996 at the Forum.
Oh, and he was good then.
I wouldn't call it good. Ace stopped and did a solo. Like they had a solo part at the end,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like I felt like I was in Guitar Center. He was,
was-
just like it was hitting notes.
Mm-hmm. That
Really
was the
sounded
first.
like he knew anything beyond the pentatonic scale, and it was just
first reunion tour.
yeah. That was the one I was at.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I saw that. I saw that at the Forum as well. I remember how quiet it was. They were just.
Yes,
It was like you could talk to the person next to you very easily. It was so quiet.
wasn't loud. Yeah.
Hmm.
But I feel like in LA, that's a lot of places when you go see bands. I mean, I guess when we saw Heaven and Hell, they were pretty loud, but not the Greek is never a loud place. I mean, do you remember we saw Heaven and Hell at the Greek and we
Yeah,
snuck
so
all the way up to like
I
the
almost
third
said-
row?
I almost said no to that. I'm so glad that I changed my mind.
Yeah. But you remember we got up to like the third or fourth row? Do you remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And the guy's like, and I'm like, Howie, this guy's fucking eyeballing me. Like, he's going to say something. And you're like, just watch the show. Just watch the show. And then the guy's like, Dave? And they were all cops that work with my buddy. That was fucking hysterical. Because I'm sitting there thinking, these guys are pissed. We just came from like, we had the, not great seats, but we fucking just walked straight down on a mission like we were going to go, like we belonged. You just act like you know where you're going. We walked right up. There was an empty row. We're like, we're here. We go. All of a sudden, these dudes come back, and they're like looking over at us. And the guy is just like staring at me. And I'm like, Howie, this guy's staring at me. He goes, don't worry about it. Just watch the show. And I'm like, guys. And I'm like, I see the guy. Finally, the guy goes, Dave? I'm like, oh, fuck. I tell him the whole story. He goes, you guys are with us. You're here now. I'm like, all right, great. We're like third row. It's fucking great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was right before. I mean, Dio didn't last too much long after that.
Less than a year.
Yeah. And he sounded good.
Yeah.
And his husband, Danny DeVito, was there. Thank you, folks. I'm going to keep using that bit as long as I can.
A real Rhea Perlman joke.
They
joke.
never.
like
You've
it.
never seen Rhea Perlman and Ronnie James Dio in the same room. Just one of those things.
And you haven't really seen her since Dio died either. So
Yeah. Now, if she would have, if she had a sense of humor, she'd be out doing the Last in Line tribute show, singing all the tunes.
Ugh.
Her and Danny DeVito, I think, are separated, aren't they?
They have been for a while.
Yeah.
Well, she's single, Dave. You're there.
There you go.
You know, I have a thing for Dio.
Now,
Cheese, provolone cheese, yes, it can be. Just you have to look. And most cheese is carb free. If it isn't, don't eat it. Don't eat it. But yeah, I've been eating sometimes I've been getting hungry at night if I'm up late, and I'll go have a couple of slices of mozzarella with salami, and that's good. And when I say with salami, I'm not talking about the cold cuts. I'm talking about
Heart salami.
Vince Van Patten. Is it Vince? Which Van Patten played salami?
In fucking White Shadow.
Is that the White Shadow?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know what's hilarious? So I used to work with those cops at doing the thing for the children, and one time we're driving by, we passed Coolidge High School, and then we passed all the high schools from the White Shadow. I'm like, I had no idea it was out in South Central. But that's what I'm like. I gotta jump in the showers and go sing My Girl with Reese and Thorpe.
What a show.
Yeah. Cheech, anytime, as long as just look at the ingredients, they'll tell you if it has one or less than one. I tend to go with 0, but you can do 1. And you don't really have to worry about snacking or fasting when you do carnivore, because your blood sugar is really you're in ketosis at that point.
It's out there on the table by the door.
Anyone going to see the Stones tour? No, I'm not going to go see the Stones. I seen the Stones twice in 2006, and that was enough for me. And they were great. They were great the first time. Second time, I was like, I should have just went to the first show. They weren't good the second time. It was like a stadium show. I wasn't a big fan.
Mick Jagger is 80 years old, and I bet you anything moves better than I do.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that.
Oh, yeah.
That's depressing.
Got the moves like Jagger.
Yeah. Is that your dog, Howie, making the noise?
No, not mine.
Oh, that's yours. That's Matt's.
No,
I think it's mine.
Not mine.
Oh, it's Bingham's. Wow.
I don't have a dog.
All right. What else is going on? Anything? We end this shindig. It's 10:30. Anything else going on?
What else is going on?
Yeah.
Anybody get any new gear? Did I get any new pedals? No, I don't think so.
My student that
Howie
came
and
over
Neil?
tonight just
Might be the only
got
one.
the new Amplified Nation, one of those pedals that Taylor makes over there at Amplified Nation.
What, you got one?
No, my student got one. Oh yeah,
Oh.
Howie got the 2. What is it called again?
Opus. 2 notes.
Oh, what's the company?
2 notes.
2 notes.
Notes.
That's it. 2
Yeah.
notes.
Yep. I'm curious how that one is. It's a
Yeah.
little modeler. So what are you supposed to do? Control it by MIDI? There's no button on it.
There's an app. It's Bluetooth.
Can you foot switch the app? You got a big,
I don't know
big
anything.
screen. I'm just trying to figure out how
Actually,
I know nothing.
the American Justin Bryant, who's the rep, who's friends
Yeah.
with John and I. He called me today, but I wasn't around. He's gonna sit down and walk me through a bunch of this week. So I should have more info on it next time.
You use it for recording?
I don't know. Probably recording, maybe some smaller live gigs. I don't know yet.
I'm not sure. I wonder how you'd like using something like that for live. You ever get stuck using in-ears?
Once in a blue moon. I hate it.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only time I've ever played live with like modeling stuff, like going direct to the house, was using in-ears. It was fine for that because you can't hear the stage anyways. But
Right.
I tried using a Helix for a while, and I did some live shows with it where it was like stage monitors and stuff, and I didn't really care for it.
I don't know. We'll see. I'll see what I'm going to do with this.
I like a real cabinet on stage and a sore back the next day.
Yeah, me too. No question.
You're like a wine cabinet on stage.
A wine cabinet?
Yes. Just loaded with wine.
Man, I haven't had wine in a while.
Folks, don't mind me. For this song, I'm going to be having a Riesling.
When's the last time you had a glass of wine?
Oh, I never.
Never. Yeah, you're not a wine drinker. Abel, I know you're
Neither
doing
am I.
diet. Do you drink wine at all or no?
No, I quit drinking like over a year ago. It's killing myself.
I had a glass of wine maybe 2-3 weeks ago before I was sick.
Nice.
I like a nice Malbec.
Cheech, Angeline is good. I teach her when I can.
that Australian?
She goes up and down to college, so.
Are Malbecs Australian?
What?
Yeah,
Malbec, or is it South American or something?
No, I think they make them here.
Do they?
So I FaceTimed with RL earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised how lean he looked.
Yeah.
Lost like a lot. Looks like a different person.
Yeah, he said to me he was like just under 200 and he's been stuck there a little bit.
Yeah.
That's pretty good though.
Yeah. No, it's great.
It's pretty good. We'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to dairy free. See what happens.
Yeah, try it. It's once it kickstarts, whatever it does to kickstart it then fire. It's just snowballs.
Kickstart my honk.
Kicks my honk. Exactly. All right. Anything else, guys? We're gonna call it because I'm gonna go down and have a cigar and watch Perry Mason. By the way, I don't know if you guys have Prime. Do you guys have Amazon Prime?
Yes, I do.
The Perry Mason show is so good. I don't know if you guys ever watched that show. What I can't figure out is why the cop is so smug every episode after he can't solve one case. Every episode, he's a smug asshole. It's like, you guys ever watch McCloud when it was on?
Yeah,
when it was on,
McCloud solved every crime, but the guy was like, make sure McCloud's nowhere near this case so it doesn't get solved? He's the only asshole doing any work in this precinct.
You know what show I liked from that time period was Harry O with David Jansen.
I don't even know.
I remember that.
Harry O, I don't know it.
You don't know Harry O? I remember that.
I remember Harry O's, the bar in fucking Manhattan Beach.
Sounds like a porn.
Right? There was a bar called Harry O's.
Yeah, it's called, it's spelled Harry, though. H-A-I-R.
No,
Harry O's.
Harry O's. It's right in Manhattan Beach. But remember Harry O's?
Yeah,
right by Manhattan.
I played a gig there once.
Oh, you did? Okay, yeah. See, I'm not making it up.
I did realize I do have a piece of gear that I'm going to try. It's the Ingve microphone from Lewitt.
Why would Ingve have a microphone?
It's not really a signature, but it's what he uses on all of his cabinets now.
Looks like a
Now?
57.
I got it from the Lewitt guys.
And that's going to sound like complete garbage.
Come on.
Yeah, Ingve's tone was great 30 years ago.
Yeah, this thing apparently is like a 57, but without like some, I don't know. It's like
tone.
Part of the mid or part of the mid hump is gone.
Yeah, but I think the part of the 50. Did you ever see that Jim Lill video where he shows that fucking is probably the most even mic there is that 57? So if you're saying the mid hump, you would actually have to scoop it. Anyone used a quad cortex? No, I have no idea what it is.
No.
Yeah, I know what it is.
It's a multi-effect. It's like
Helix.
It's a floor pedal version of a Helix, and
yeah. What's the question about it?
He said
anyone used one. My friend Dave has the software version of it.
Jeff C is saying, are there any thoughts on magnetone amps? I think they sound good
them.
from what I heard.
Yeah, I played a couple of them. They're good.
All right, guys, I got to go.
Sounds like we're gonna go.
Gentlemen, thank you for having me.
Yeah, catch you later, Howie.
All righty, guys.
See you, fellas.
All right, everyone, we're calling it. Sorry, I was listening to my voicemail. We're calling it. Have a great night, everybody, and I will see you all next week. Howie, I'll send you the link if you're around, as always. Very good, everybody. Let me just find my outro. Very good, everyone. Salud. L'chaim.
Goodbye. Fuck you, Dave.